For landlords, by landlords. The Rent Perfect Podcast with David Pickron.
Well, welcome to another episode of the Rent Perfect Podcast. I'm super excited today, Scott.
Yeah, me too. This is a good topic.
Yeah,
today.
it is. I got a friend of mine, Mike, over here. And you know, some of my favorite podcasts have been ones where, you know, I really didn't like or know about something.
Right.
And we just kind of like just worked it out. I can think of Section 8 housing that I'm not a big fan of, and Jake Beeson coming in here and saying, man, I make a great living off of Section 8 housing, and it's because I set it up this way and I do that.
Yeah, I love these educational pieces where it brings something new to me,
Yeah.
where I'm familiar with what we do every day.
Right.
But this is a great new piece to
Gary
look
Maz
at,
convinced me, don't worry about pools, man.
Right, yeah.
Pools not a big deal. You know, we talk about renting by the room is something we're kind of nervous about. We have people that say, hey, listen, it's okay. We do it the right way. But today we have Mike Lyons with us, and let me tell you why I picked this topic. We're going to talk about crypto today. Okay, and you're thinking crypto, you know, properties, how does that work? And for me, right now, I'm sitting on a little bit of cash because prices are so high in the real estate world that it just doesn't make sense for me to buy right now. So what am I going to do with that extra cash? Where am I going to put it? Am I going to put it in the bank and lose 3%, you know, appreciation on that, not get any interest? And so I've been looking at, you know, to do something through a friend of a friend. Mike and I became friends, and Mike, just wanted to introduce everybody. This is Mike Lyons. Mike, how are you?
Pretty good.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. And
I am the founder and managing partner of Asher Management Group, which is a commercial residential construction company.
Okay, awesome. And how long have you started getting into crypto? How?
I got into crypto back in 2019 with my first construction company because I was looking for a way to take the money that we had when we get our initial deposits. While I was waiting to pay the subs, how could I, you know, grow that money, because I wasn't going to get the return in the bank. So I would look for crypto and other financial instruments to help accelerate that, at least to make 2 to 3, maybe 5, 10% on that money.
Right. Now, guys, I'll just be honest. I'm scared to death of crypto because as an investor, I'm lifelong touching, looking, feeling.
Yeah,
I have
we're
a
tangible
deed.
guys, right?
I own the corner of
yeah,
this
yeah.
property. I can
Right.
touch a wall. You know, and then crypto came out in early, 2013, 2012, 2013? 2012. And I laughed. I laughed at a ton of my friends. Duncan Weirman is one of them that's a real estate investor that, you know, I just said, there's no way I'm buying something where I don't get anything in return.
Yeah, it's like you're buying this.
Yeah.
Okay, I own that now.
Duncan's
That's how it felt.
traveling
Yeah.
the world right now, going from country to country without a care in the world because he bought on this crypto thing that I just couldn't see. But now, look, we're 11 years later, and it's still here. So is there something that I'm missing? Is there something I'm not seeing?
Right.
Is my old age and not following technology like I used to? You know, so, guys, I am jumping on this crypto bandwagon, and I'm learning everything I can about it because, honestly, I think the U.S. just did something. Dubai yesterday accepted it. Tell me about that.
They approved the RLUSD, which is a stable coin that is going to be used in conjunction with XRP, and it's designed and owned by Ripple. Okay. And that is to reduce the volatility of that particular cryptocurrency for cross-border payments. That is going to be used for central banks and banks in general to large transfers across the globe.
Okay, so there's a lot there, but the key is that the governments around the world are accepting this currency nowadays.
Correct. They are adopting this transaction process, which it layers over SWIFT right now. It ultimately will replace SWIFT, and that's what it was designed to do.
Okay. Now, we're in real estate, so do you see eventually buying properties with crypto? Do you see or maybe a transaction in the blockchain happening? What do you see?
I do. When they talk about tokenization, there are financial instruments right now and programs being developed that will allow you to use crypto to purchase properties, cars, etc. It all depends on the banks. U.S. banks right now are not doing this, but foreign banks like in Dubai and Gibraltar and I want to say not Sweden. What is the other country? I can't remember it.
Switzerland.
Switzerland, and its neighboring country as well. is also already doing that. They're allowing you to open bank accounts with large transactions, of course, and be able to proceed to purchase with your crypto through the bank.
So sometimes on this program, Scott, we talk about fads. I think we did
a few weeks ago.
A few weeks ago, we talked about fads. I thought this was a fad. It has proven me wrong.
It's here to stay.
It's here to stay. So why not learn about it?
That's right.
I
love it.
Know.
Yeah.
So anyways, I think crypto is more than what we think it is. I think this blockchain, this verified transactions, I think when the government starts getting involved, you've heard Trump say that they're going to put some guidelines around it. They're pro-crypto coming up. So I want to get myself educated. And as I educate myself, I want to talk a little bit more about, even though we're real estate, if we're going that direction, why not learn a little bit more about crypto and how that's going to affect real estate in the future?
Yeah, definitely.
Mike, I appreciate everything you've taught me probably over the last couple of weeks. I've just been on a 2-week venture. I don't want to say I'm, anything expert or know much about it. In fact, a lot of words you use, I have to say, now, tell me what that is. Tell me what that is. How do you store that? How do you protect yourself, right? There's a lot to learn about it. So we're not a financial institution. We're not telling you to go buy, not to buy, what to buy. But I will tell you in our next segment, our next podcast, I really want to talk about what I've done, how it's worked out for me so far. And I've only been in it for 2 weeks, right? I'm a newbie. And some people might say, well, yeah, talk to me when you've been in it for 5 years.
5 years, yeah.
So, Mike, you've been in it for 5 years.
Yes, I have.
Now, if you don't want to disclose monetary amounts, I get that. But tell us why you're still very, very active in it. You must find success, or you would have left it a long time ago.
Correct. I did not invest in any meme coins. I've only invested in projects that I could verify who the staff was, the management, the engineering team, and when I was looking and how you evaluate those projects as you look at these guys, I also looked at when those coins would be dispersed on those projects, and only get involved in projects that you can verify that they're not, the management team and the engineering team are not able to disperse any coins out for at least 3 to 5 years, which gives that some long-term run. So you're not going to be involved in a rug pull. Meme coins. Also, the thing I'll add is, what does that coin, what does that project solve? Like XRP, it solves a problem. It solves a problem of cross-border payments and reducing transaction costs across the globe, and also not only driving efficiency, but also speeding it up. And that's, and with their stable coin, it also reduces the volatility. And with these other projects, your meme coins, they really don't solve anything. Now, some of those meme coins may be a part of a gaming platform in that landscape, and it will add value in that. And those you could look at, right? There's whole new communities that are virtualized and money to be made in gaming. I know guys that make $60,000 easily a day just in gaming, and it's utilizing crypto. Right. It's not something I'm involved in because that's a whole different spectrum and out of my scope.
But like stocks, there's a ton of crypto out there, right? There's a ton of stocks. You just don't go buy any one of them. So you got to make sure you do your research. And
you must do your due diligence.
So can you tell me who the top 5 crypto companies are that solve something? You kept talking about it solves a purpose, and there's a ton of them that don't solve a purpose. So we're not even interested in those, correct?
I'll just tell you the top 5 cryptos out there. One, it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Cardano. Okay. Each one of those solves a problem. With the exception of Bitcoin, really, which is now just a store of value, it's digital gold. And the unique thing about that is the fact that there's such a scarcity of how much will ever be made. There's only 21 million, and really there's only 19 million available because 1 million of it was put away permanently. And then there, of course, over time, a lot of people have lost their cold wallets and their access to it, so that even reduced the supply. So that's also a part of what drives the value of it, because, again, the formula is market cap divided by the circulating supply gives you that price, and that's why we're getting at that price right now. With many of these projects, it's looking at what the potential is, not just looking at what it solves, but what is their market cap and how much they put out there. Right. So not every one of those projects that's solving a problem is going to be a good investment, because if they put out 10 trillion coins,
right,
and they have a market cap of $2 to $100 billion, that's not really going to do anything for you.
Right. So Bitcoin crossed 100,000 last week. Correct. I think
Correct.
it went all the way up to 104,000 a coin. That is just bizarre to me. As I could have bought. I mean, people are saying, "Hey, buy this coin." Back in the day with me, $200-300.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's just no way. There's no way I'm buying that.
Well, I know my Bitcoin was down 40% maybe in the last year and a half or so, and I've loved watching it kick back up.
Yep.
Back above my original investment.
Exactly.
Again. So I'm very happy about that.
Right.
Awesome. Well, hey, we just wanted to introduce you to crypto. Didn't want to teach you everything about it, but I just want to encourage you real estate investors to say, hey, where am I going to put my money right now if I can't buy homes until the next, buying time comes? We always talk about hold your money, it's coming. But this might be a good place to put it. So research it, look into it. On our next episode, we're actually going to dig into what I've done in the last couple of weeks and get more into detailed crypto. But since this is a real estate investment show, we didn't want to get too deep into it. We just want to let you know this is a viable option for you, and it is something you should look into. Once again, all investments, as we're investors, we know, there's some risk here. But boy, what we're dealing with right now, we're at the very, very beginning on one crypto that I think is going to go off the charts. And we'll talk about that if you want to join us for our next segment. And until next time, continue to rent. Perfect.